So I've been back for a few weeks now for my trip. And there's been a few things that are apparent to me that I would like to speak about. The first being necessities. It is apparent to me that the only thing that we really need when it comes to being okay is food, shelter, a bed, a comfortable bed, preferably. And for this last one, it's a little difficult, and it varies from person probably, but a good way to spend your time, a passion perhaps, for if you don't have any of these things, you don't have the basics to function. Maslow had the hierarchy of needs, and I am kind of doing my own version of that in explaining this. Yeah. For instance, right now, I have a home, a bed, food. I'm okay in those regards. However, I don't have a purpose. Therefore, I cannot be happy. Because what is the point of existence if it's spent in a miserable way? I'm very much miserable. My life is not a life. It's not even leisure. As I stated in the beginning of the video, I've been back for a few weeks now. I came back on a Sunday, and it is now Wednesday morning. It's a little after midnight, I'm sure. And here I am back in the same slump, right? Going through the same motions as I was before. And I would like to say that I had no answers, that the trip was for nothing, and that, well, it'd be easy to say. I don't want to say. It'd be easy to say that I have no answers and that the trip was a waste and it was meaningless, all of it. The whole lot, right? But that's not true. I've gotten a few answers. And with that, I get an even bigger answer about getting answers. Philosophy is so stupid, isn't it? I realize that this is the way of travel, as this is the way of life. We may head out searching for a new continent, searching for a new home, searching to find ourselves or find the love of our life. Whatever applies. And what we get is rather interesting. We get an experience. And we use that experience to decode a message. but not always. Because, like growing internally, self growth, um, travel isn't linear. Perhaps when you get in the car or on the jet, that might be linear, but the rate of growth, the rate of aha moments, is not that of something that is linear. Sometimes you get clues, and sometimes you get nothing. Just as some days you wake up and you have amazing days, and some days are empty and leave you desiring more. So, this is a very interesting time. I'm finding myself in very interesting places, and I'm sure as are you. I've spent over a decade in isolation, in a deeper sense of isolation than I've ever found myself. And for a long time, it was for a purpose. It was a purpose that I believed in. And I believe for the most part, I've accomplished it. And for clarification, when I say for the most part, I mean that there's always more to learn. I've gotten a few answers, in part, and that it has me realizing, has my soul, for the lack of a better word, telling me that you need to continue down that path. The days of rest are done, and it's time to go do something. So, as foolish as this is about to be, from a worldly perspective, I think I need to go. I think this needs to be concentrated more. Rather than rushing to the end of the country and turning around and coming back and rushing back, I feel we need to concentrate our efforts in certain areas. The first trip was about exploring the country and deciding where or what we liked. Correct? We did that quite a bit. Over 20 states, 8 days, technically 7, but we got home on the 8th day. It reminds me of the Bible, and on the 7th day he rested. No, on the 8th day I rested. It's in a lot of places. When I think about the country now, I have more of an idea of what it is. Before that, it was just a distant land on the other side that I've never been to. So we are going to go on our trip. We're going to go experience more, and we're going to do it in a more concise way this time. But anyway, are you ready? Because if you didn't know, now you know.